Now, it's been the home of the Land Rover for 70 years, but now Jaguar cars will be rolling off the production line at Solihull. More than £2 billion has been spent developing new facilities and the new Jaguar XE model that will be produced there. Around 9,000 people now work at the plant. Peter Plisner reports.
Celebrating yet more investment at Jaguar Land Rover, and what better way to do it than a look back at some of the classic models of the past. Production was halted today as workers were invited to witness the festivities designed to mark the completion of a new factory within a factory, which includes Europe's largest aluminium body shop.
It's enormous. I mean, it's the equivalent of about 12 football pitches inside. There's 600 robots in the building. It's state-of-the-art.
The new facilities have further boosted jobs at the plant, where the headcount has doubled over the last 5 years. Sylvia Boscana is one of the recent recruits here.
I think it's amazing, to be honest. I think there's a massive future here.
Meanwhile, others like Tony Silk, who's been here 25 years, are still surprised at JLR's recent success.
I can remember 7 to 8 years ago, this company was flat. The investment Tata's made has been fantastic.
Today really does mark a major milestone for JLR and indeed Solihull, traditionally the home of Land Rover, now producing Jaguars too. But not only that, they're coming off the same production line. Here, a Range Rover, and over here, the new Jaguar XE. And that new model has already boosted the UK supply chain, according to JLR, with £4 billion worth of contracts. Grant Adams runs one of the big Midlands firms that's won some of the work.
We're going to have a turnover of £30 million per annum of XE components, creating 107 jobs, and we've invested £15 million in our facility at Tyseley.
The new Jaguar XE is entering a competitive market and needs to sell well amongst fleet car buyers. So will it? Motoring journalist Quinton Wilson thinks it will.
The Jag is the car that you can buy with your heart and your head. It rationalises all these important fleet virtues, low ownership costs, high residual values, high MPG, but it also tickles your heart with delicate fingers, and that's something, with the greatest possible respect, that some of the German cars can't do.
So another milestone for JLR, where expansion seems to be never ending.
And Peter is still at the Solihull plant for us tonight. Peter, a Jaguar car being built at a Land Rover factory, does that present any problems at all?
Well, not an issue according to JLR. It used to be the case that each model required a separate production line, but a few years ago we moved to a system where similar cars could share parts and come off the same line. Now we've moved to a system where different cars using different parts can come off the same production line, as long as they share what's called the same architecture, which is the bit underneath the car. And of course the workers have to be more highly skilled. But of course it's not the first time that we've seen a Jaguar and a Land Rover come out of the same factory. Cast your mind back to Ford's ownership of both Jaguar and Land Rover, and you remember that the X-Type and the Freelander came out of Halewood, but of course the X-Type even came off the same production line as the Ford Mondeo. Not the most successful Jaguar there's ever been. I think it would one of the cars that Jaguar would prefer we forget about. Things are very different here at Solihull, and we've certainly seen that today.
OK, Peter Plisner, thank you.